Hey guys, how's it going? Ghostly Rich here today, and today on the MK6 GTI, which is also a 2011, I'm going to be putting in some puddle lights, but these ones have projectors in them, which should shoot some really cool symbols on the ground when we're done. So, a good thing to know if you're looking at buying these is that when it comes to programming, unless you have VAGCOM, you can't do it yourself. If you know someone who's doing your tuning and stuff like that, or someone with VAGCOM, it's pretty easy. They can tune these up in like 10 seconds, and they probably do it a lot. I know that most places will charge you pennies to do it unless you go to the dealer. You can go to the dealer to get it done, but they'll probably charge you more. So, first thing you're going to want to do is, of course, make sure you have the right panel poppers. Right here, we're going to have to pop off this piece right here. So, what you do is you get this in here, and right here, and we're just going to slowly turn this, and I like to do the rest with my fingers all the way up here. Let's see if I can do this again. Again, I just like to be a little bit careful when doing it. There we go. And there's a little two hooks on the end, just something. That's why I popped from the top all the way down. The top hook is not so bad. As you can see, there's these little things right here which are pretty easy to break, but again, I've popped off so many door panels now, it's just easy. Next thing you need, T30 Torx. You're going to go in here, you're going to remove the two bolts up here. And as you can see, my reflector was missing on this side. That's what kind of brought the whole project on. So I got that one out. Now I need to get the one out up here. Yay, that one should be out in a second. And then there should be possibly one more right there. So don't forget the one right beside the reflector if you have one. And you're just going to pop out that third one. Gonna get that one out. That one's out. As you can see, this is a deeper screw, so keep that one off to the side. I'm going to get that one out right there. Total, we have 3 screws. Now, you have to separate this door from there. You can do this a couple different ways. I like to start at the speaker side. I jam in a bigger thing like this, and it's going to be probably pretty hard for me to do with the camera in my hand, but all you're going to do is this. You're going to pry the door panel away from the door. So I'm going to do that now. And again, like I said, there's a couple ways of doing this, but I like to do it this way. Let's see if I can. There we go, got another one. Actually, since I have the reflector out. Yay. So that's all you're going to do. Alright guys, so just to let you know, there is a third screw in here. The reason why I missed this one is because in your back door, there's 1, 2, and 3. There's no 4th. So in your front door, there is going to be one more. I was wondering why. I was like, hey, this one's a little bit tougher. And then I kind of looked back in there and found the 4th one. This will be a heck of a lot easier now. So at this point, all you're going to do is pry it back. You might have to remove your tweeter to do this. If so, tweeter's pretty easy. You pop the top clip, pull up, and oh, just like this. And at this point, I'm going to try and hold the door panel and do this at the same point, but right here in your door panel, sorry, just pushing it, you'll see that there's this little thing here and there's a tab. Push it on the tab, pull down. So it's just this tab right here. You push in, pull down. Over here is another piece. I'm just going to take a quick look here. Okay, pretty easy. Push in here, you push that way, and it comes up and out. God, that's easy. I love some of this German engineering. And then the next thing we got to do is unplug the one from over here, which again has a simple little tab, it looks like. Let's see. Oh, it's an ejection seat tab. So you grab the blue, you pull it back, and then it comes out. I call it an ejection seat because you pull it back and it flings out. And then we got one more or maybe 2 more clips. Oh yes, we have a door lock light. So again, up here, same dealio. See how I'm moving the tab down in the back? Super easy. And one more, which again, you'll see it right on the bottom of the light. Another one where you just grab the tab. I'm sure, yeah. Come on, squish. Hard to do with one hand. But same dealio. So I'm going to quickly unplug that one and I'll show you after. Alright guys, so this one's pretty easy. If you look right here, lift up, pull out. So this one, instead of, you know how I told the other ones you have to push in, this one you actually pull back and it releases the barb on the actual clip and it just comes right out. So let's put this door panel somewhere where we don't have to worry about it. And now we go on to the next part, which is, if you look at your door right here, you can see we have things hanging everywhere. We have to take out this switch. So we are going to pull this back a little bit, push this in, and lift this out. See how I did that? Push this in, lift it out like that. This comes out. We need to get inside here. So the next thing you want to do is trim this zap strap off. As you can see, our connector is here. What you're going to want to do is get either a fingernail or flat blade, and you want to pull up this little gray tab and then slide this out like an accordion, holding up the tab. As you can see, I was just holding it with my nail. Let's put this over here. Now we have this open, and if you look really closely, the camera might not zoom in enough, you're going to see a number here. It's going to say number 17, and then it'll say like 32 on this side. It's the opposite side of the green wire. Now, number 17 we want to leave blank. You don't want to touch number 17. And then you have these two. You have pin 1, which for me is the brown wire, and pin 2, which is the red wire. The red wire I want to put in right next to the white wire, which is right behind the green pin, believe it or not. So you have the green pin here, and then the white wire right there. Right beside the white wire, which is pin 18, you're going to plug in the red. And then right behind that one, which is pin 19, you're going to plug in the brown wire, which is pin 1 goes into pin 19. That's the best way to put it. So just do that, and I'll show you once I have the wires in. As you can see, there's a little barb. If you're looking at your pin, it only goes one way, and it's with the fin down, fin at the ground. And you just take it and you line the barb up, because the barb will only fit in one way. Again, hard because I'm holding it, and then you'll feel it click, 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 double click, wires fully in. Ta-da! We have both them in. Pretty, is it not? Okay, so at this point, take this and we're going to slide the accordion back over. How you know which way the accordion goes, of course, is wires get covered, pin connector or pin opening is through, well, the pins. So we're going to not do what I'm doing, because like I said, just hard to do with one hand. And you're going to just slide this right into here, just like that. It's slid in, and then lock. All locked in, all ready to go. At this point, take a zap strap and zap it up here. Put this in here. I'm going to go get my zappies, but I'm just going to make sure this is in. Yep, locked in. Good. Zap strap here. And then route it so that way it's on this side of the bolt, because I believe that's where the light is. I'm going to double check. But if you want, another thing you can do is electrical tape right here. Up to you if you want to do that. I would just like to put a band here, and then I'm going to probably just do electrical tape right up this wire so it's nice, clean, and black, and these aren't all squiggly. And then it'll come out over here, and you'll just pop it out. See where the light is? Pop it out through the door panel. So, give me a sec here. The speaker thing up here, so that way you can make sure she fits nice. And is going to fit over top, because I noticed that if you try to, well, it fits in a groove over top of it, so it can be a bit crazy if you want to try and put it in afterwards. So after you've got this in, plug in all your wires, click in your portion right here, which is super easy. That's why I didn't bother filming any of it, because it was so easy. It was easier than taking it out, and taking it out was pretty darn easy. So at this point, then you're just going to make sure you put your 3 screws in up here. Remember, the one with the big fat metal piece at the end goes down over here, and at that point, now it's just plug the light in, only way it goes, and then we're going to make sure that the barb is like this, and click, done. Projector light is in. So red will come out here and projection will shoot at the ground. This is good. Now it's time to put this panel in, and it's pretty easy, but I wanted to make sure I showed you. Remember, there you got hooks on one side, so make sure the hooks go in, and then from this point we're just going to line this up. We're just going to, I want to make sure that this all, basically just make sure everything clicks in. I would click in the bottom first and then the top after, okay? Alright, so just so you know this part, put the hook in this way, put the hook in because there's a mini hook on top, and so you just put the little mini hook here and then just slowly push it in and meet the center, and the center is the last piece you do, so you just go like this and then meet in the center, okay? And as you can see, our door is back to normal. And we got our new reflector in. Gosh, that looks nice. So, let's go to the back door. Now, I already have the back door off because it was so easy. What you ended up having to do was, here's your front back door. That piece looks similar, right? That's all you're doing. You literally take this off. There's a screw here up top, a screw here in the bottom, and the one big screw at there. So instead of having 3, remember you had the third one over here in the front? That's not there. Only the 2 in the handle. And then, see, I'll show you. Right there and right there. And then you have just an extra speaker to unplug. And your wiring looks just about the same. See? This comes off. Pretty easy, right? There's no even top door thing, like the really hard one that was up there, the one I got stuck on. None of that in the back. Super easy. And as you can see, I already have the one hanging out here because I'm going to show you what you have to do. So, to do this, there's going to be another barb here. You just take a panel popper or your nail or a flat blade, and see this white tab? You lift it. Once you lift it up a bit, move it back. I'll show you right here. You just have to lift this, and this connector comes right out, the big white connector. Now, on the big white connector, you're going to see a side that says, right here, amp, B amp. Now, see how there's this little purple thing? Right, if you look down this groove, what you need to do is take a flat blade and push that purple thing so it pops out this side. You'll see. When you push it, it'll come out this side. So I'm going to quickly push it. I'm just going to grab my little flat blade right here. And then after you get it in your hand, like I said, one-handed problems, yeah? So let's get this over here. You're going to go in here and turn, or not even turn, just push that purple piece, and I'm going to do that. So if you look in there, see how the purple's no longer there? Remember there's purple showing? Now let's go over to this side. Look at all the purple showing. That's because it slid from this side to that side, unlocking the connector. Now we go in from the top, and as you can see, again you have the brown, which is going to go into pin 4, and the red, which is going to go into pin 14, side by side. You're going to see your 3 white wires. Plug the brown one in between all these white wires, and then the red one just goes right beside it on the other side. Okay? And once you do that, now I'm going to just tape this up. I just wanted you to see, and of course, once you have those in there, make sure you lock it up. By locking it, I mean put your flat blade in that side, push the purple back so it's flush with the connector, and that'll lock it. Okay? Alright guys, a quick note for you is you might freak out because you'll see the duck bills on these ones, but you don't see the duck bills on the other. The reason why is because these don't sink all the way. They sink to right here, but don't worry, the fins in here are super deep. So all you do is you push them in, you'll feel it push in, like it'll go plunk, plunk, and then it'll stop. And then all you do is you lock the connector, and don't worry, they're locked in. How you can tell, try and pull on the wires, and they don't come out. Okay? So at this point, it's time to just put it back on there and tape this connector up. Alright guys, so as you can see, I tidied that up. I just brought it along the speaker, dropped the connector down here, put a couple rings of tape around it like usual. Now at this point I'm going to just put the door panel back on. Don't really need to show you because it's super easy, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so as you can see, this is a Christmas tree popper. You can do this with pliers. Say if your clip is stuck, it just pulls it out like that for saving your clips. And then all you do is you slide it back into the door panel like slow. So that way, I'm just showing you this just in case one of yours ever gets stuck. And now to get it back in, just like that. It's back in, and it's ready to crunch in. Gonna take a look. Yeah, they're all there. Time to sink them in. Alright guys, so as you can see, all done, all clean. Little projectors in here. Time to do the other side. Alright guys, so this is the last portion. This is for if you actually have VADCOM or some way of programming your module. I don't, so I'm going to be taking this over to my buddies at PG, and they're going to just do this all for me. Like I said, it's cheap, or you can go to the dealer and they know all how to do this. And if you want to make it easier for them, you just bring them this and you'll see. But either way, I will quickly show you what you need to do. All you need to do here is, you can see when you get into VCDS, you're going to look. There's 42, 62, 72, and 52. All these values need to be changed. When you click here, as you take a look, I'm just going to zoom up right here. You go into the software coding port, and as you can see here, it says software coding, and it says stock 0000144. Well, you need to add 64 to that number, which would make it 208, which you'll put it in there, and then say do it, and your light should turn on. Be sure, just in case, you remember that number and write it down somewhere, so that way if it fails you can put it back in and it's fine. But like I said, this is, as soon as you do it, the light should work. Okay, so pop open your doors, do this up, get them all going. Like I said, all you do is you click on each one of these, go into the software coding portion, and you're just going to add 64 to each one of those numbers. Press do it, and it's ready to go. Anyways, I hope this video helped you out. Press the like button if it did, and of course subscribe for more videos. You never know what I'm going to do next. What I might do is at the last second here, I'm just going to quickly show you what it looks like when they're all open. So guys, as you can see, I'm getting the Puddle lights tuned up. This is him using, I already showed them online, the whole little, how the system kind of works, how you click on the different doors and then you code them.
Need your key.
You need my key. Guess what? You've got a key.
You gonna have to use it.
So we kind of share names. We're both Richard, so it's all good.
Hello.
So I'll make sure this is turned off, otherwise we're gonna get blasted by music.
That'll help. Okay, so you know all the coding, eh?
Yeah, it's just basically switch software, and it says to add 64 to every one of them.
That'll be easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, door exit warning lamp itself. Cool.
I probably have a billion codes if it. I don't know if it shows any. I know Tom said he checked his and it was like, yeah, just mass amount of codes or something.
Come on.
See, he's working his magic and adding numbers together.
Yeah, because I can't do that in my head.
No, I can't either. It's all
1268. So all we do is just go in here and we change, instead of 04, 68.
Cool. Do it. Now, which door is that?
That was Java.
Okay, cool.
So we'll clear the codes for each and then we'll just do all 4.
Awesome.
Driver. Passenger door.
That'll be that one.
Let's go into coding. Oh, it's going to be the same coding, which is convenient. 1268. Do it. 2.
Cool.
Probably won't be able to see it at night or
during the day.
Yeah. Did you get the ones that look like little VWs?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool.
Sweet. There.
Hey, look at my shoe, guys.
See my shoe? We got VW symbols. I'll show you tonight. But again, we're just having some fun. And you'll just continue that.
So 1168, so we just gotta redo this.
Plus 64.
Plus 64.
Damn, Mouworth.
1232. 1232. Do it.
Sick.
Happy. We'll clear the code. Oh, this one didn't have a code. That's good. So that was rear left.
Let's see if it's the exact same.
Should be. Yep.
Cool. It's super simple. Literally, just follow the instructions I told you before. If there's anything extra, I would have just shown you the laptop, but it's the exact same thing.
There we go. So those are all done.
Cool. I'm just going to pop open the doors, shine them on my shoes, and then, guys, give me 1 second. I'll give you a quick shot at night tonight. Alright, guys. It's now dark enough. Let's take a look. Walk up, and it's... whoosh. That's sick. So we got one right there. And if we pop open the back door, there we go. That's one full side. And of course, I've got it so all sides will go, but won't fit my camera range here. So there you go. That's how they look. The rear one, of course, is going to be on a bit of a gangster lean, which I'm fine with. It just kind of goes towards it. It's not as bad as the Mustang ones where it cuts the head off the horse or the pony, whatever you want to call it, or the Stang. But there you go. Project done. Thanks again for watching. Press the like button, of course, if you liked it, and subscribe for